We got a free-for-all next. 8-man, $10 prize for the winner. A lot of big names in it. It's a big map called Raiders of Lost Temple by Excalibur. And I got Shadow TQ inside the replay with me. He's not going to co-cast. Shout out to all the TQ members who play mostly 2v2s on US West. If you play public games, you probably ran into them. Fun crowd. Alright, let's get into it. Let's do it! Okay, so the resource bar is going to be huge because there are 8 players here. Who are we looking at currently? Gag. He has played in many show matches before. Lucky Noob already says he does not understand. Let's go to him. Here he is playing Protoss. Lucky Noob is the biggest pest of Food War communities. We've been trying to ban him from our Discord and other Discords without much success. And I guess working counterclockwise, we got Lana here. I think this is Lana from our Discord. EF rank player. Who somehow joined this free-for-all with Lucky Noob. We got Dreamer, A rank, Protoss. He's been in a lot of free-for-alls. He's given us a lot of good stuff. Grimeboss, playing Terran. He's played in many free-for-alls as well. He's currently online and I've messaged him to come cast with us. And he probably will not because it involves 0 money for him. We got Gag next to Grimeboss. We have Underground, who has played in free-for-alls for us before. Sziky, playing Terran, very interesting. Sziky, we just showed a show match with him against Oya. A high caliber, big name in the foreign scene. A lot of his fans would probably be surprised that he likes to play free-for-alls. Guys, these non-1v1 competitive melee games, I think they're fun for some people. It's less stress, right? And we got Cryoc, an S-rank strong Terran player. Got a lot of big names in this free-for-all. I don't know how we ended up with Lucky Noob in here. But here he is in all his glory.
I'm surprised people are scouting if they know the map and already know where people will be, because it's all 8 players. Are they looking for...
I don't think they know any of that information, yeah. These players aren't the type to check out the map preview, in my opinion. I think they're just like, where am I? And where is everyone else close to me? And probably trying to figure out where their naturals and thirds and stuff are. This is a huge map. You do spawn next to someone. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we got Grimeboss. He took an expansion here. Gag as well. They know what's up. Underground, yeah, he's gonna expand. Sziky as well. Some little action over here we missed. Cryoc and Sziky are going at it. Interesting. Cryoc is trying to expand as well. Lucky Noob even is joining the expansion game. Lana, doing all right.
There's some Zerg or harass at the 6 o'clock.
Let's see what's going on. Thank you. Lucky
Oh,
Noob is getting
battle.
owned by one Zergling, it looks like. Dreamer has expanded as well. Everybody's grabbed an expansion. We're back to Grimeboss. Least favorite player of this free-for-all, who does not GG when he loses. Or rarely does. Gag making a Stargate. I wonder if we're gonna see carriers. Underground, what are you doing, man? Let's make it drones. Check out the resource bar. I'm sure there's some useful information there, like Lucky Noob floating a lot of minerals and a lot of gas. But he's doing okay in supply. His APM is just skyrocketing right now. We got Sziky playing Terran. He usually doesn't, but I guess he figures Zerg is not very strong. Free-for-alls, making starports. Cryoc, making factories. Lucky Noob, making a Citadel. Maybe come out with some Dark Templars. His expansion's looking pretty nice. He's got some Zealots for defense. Yeah, I'm being nice about Lucky Noob, because I actually love him and I don't want people to think I'm just mean to him for no reason. We got a Stargate from Dreamer. Grimeboss, getting those early upgrades. Making Goliaths first. Interesting. I guess he doesn't want to die to Mutalisk or something. A Corsair from Gag probably be useful for scouting and figuring out where you are.
Looks like Grimeboss is doing a push or something. Can't quite tell on the minimap.
Thank you very much. And he did grab a third. Very sneaky third. And we see some Muta harass at Lucky Noob's base. Some Zerglings outside of Grimeboss's base. And Lucky Noob has alerted everyone about Lana's Mutas harassing him. This is how Lucky Noob plays free-for-alls. It's part of the No Hunters free-for-all spirit. To ally people and communicate freely and openly.
Looks like something's happened with White at the 11 o'clock.
I believe he's killing overlords and doing a pretty good job. He's got... Ooh, these are a lot of kills on the Corsairs. He needs some... Oh, he's got another base here. Grimeboss is losing his expansion to Reaver.
They are now supply blocked, so...
Underground is... He's got a bunch of Hydralisks, though. I wonder if... Yeah, he's got to be really careful. He's got a bunch of cannons. Lucky Noob.
Who's pushing out in the middle?
That would be Cryoc.
No, there's a... Yeah.
This would be Dreamer. Trying to get at Grimeboss. I usually send Grimeboss's prizes to Dreamer because Grimeboss's PayPal was suspended for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, I think he might have got it unlocked, but no one could donate to him using PayPal anymore. Not sure. I try to help him out with that. Cryoc has a pretty good army here. Lucky Noob is dying. I'm kind of sad for him, but I wonder if this base is going to go undetected. He is looking for another secret place to expand. I think Lucky Noob knows that he lives on the margins of this free-for-all. And he needs to hide and somehow grow. But he has been discovered. Dreamer's just going for it. Gotta be careful. Grimeboss has +1 attack. We got Underground moving out. Lana unsuccessfully tried to kill Lucky Noob. Does not know that Lucky Noob is like a STD that never goes away. In fact, he will thrive under harsh conditions.
Is that a little smiley face in the like 5 o'clock position?
Where is the 5 o'clock? Is it?
No, just go over to the right some more.
Here?
Look on the mini map. That totally looks like a smiley face.
If Excalibur has a sense of humor, which he does, he may have. Yeah. So we see Cryoc is tanking the shit out of Sziky here. Yeah, so these are the infamous cliffs of Lost Temple that Excalibur has decided to put on this map. Lost Temple was known as a map that heavily favored tank drops.
And I'm guessing there's no ramp. And I see here there's another base that you can only get to with a drop.
Yeah, so Lost Temple also had islands. And we see Sziky has tried to take one. But Cryoc is really on Sziky's ass. I mean, if you make a bunch of turrets, you might be safe. But I think a tank could maybe... yeah, attack, maybe not. Cross. Lucky Noob has gone unscouted so far. A weird place for Underground to be expanding. Lana has taken Lucky Noob's old base. Sounds about right. Good contain from Underground, little payback for all the Corsair harassments. And we see Dreamer taking Grimeboss's 3rd or 4th. At some point I'm going to close this resource bar because it's just ridiculously big. But let's keep it open for now.
It looks like Lucky Noob is still building stuff though, so he's hanging in there.
He's
slowly.
hanging in there, and he found another base to expand in. He probably has a shuttle and a probe somewhere. There it is. He's been in this spot before, I'm sure. Thousands of times. See, you're not sure who's alive, who's what, so kind of going at it blindly. So not a single player has left or been killed. Somehow Lucky Noob's shuttle is still alive. See, this was quite a voyage for him. He made it across the map with his shuttle unharmed.
Only to get scouted now by the Overlord.
Yes, but I'm not sure where he's going now. He does have the resources to expand, but he's not. Gag is like super contained, and he's making gateway units, so that's effective. Underground's got Swarm. Dreamer taking this weird expansion there. He's got a thing for Grimeboss. And he's trying to take out this third. I think he's going to be able to do it. How's his upgrades? Got 2-2. Very nice. Grimeboss has 2-2. And Dreamer is successful. Grimeboss is not happy about this.
That building though? Grimeboss, that is?
Will he though? This is really bad for Grimeboss, because he plays this for the money, and it's not looking good for him. Cryoc has taken Sziky's old island expansion. Sziky has expanded over here. And Lucky Noob is flourishing in the center of the map.
Looks like Lana is going for a push into Cryoc.
You are correct, my friends. With a lot of Hydralisks. What are the upgrades here? 1-1?
At the same time, up top, Underground is going against Gag.
Oh, this is looking very good, though. Well, kind of an even trade. Let's go see what's going on here. Gag is slowly breaking out. Lana has lost all his units. I think Mutalisk would have been more effective there. Lucky Noob has built a pylon in a random place of the map. And he's still alive with his shuttle and probe somehow. Escaping danger. Lana has built a civilization, a Lucky Noob's old base. Re-evolution chambers.
When you jump to the 11 o'clock, there's another push going on.
And Gag, you are right, is trying to get the hell out of here. But it's tough with the Lurker and Sunken Contain. You might do it though. His upgrades are 2-2. Underground has 1-1 upgrades. Turrets being made by Sziky. Oh, it looks like Gag is being overrun here. Lucky Noob is still flying around with his shuttle, and he's making scouts. We're gonna see a drop. And we are. Not very effective, I don't think. Big push by Dreamer. Really taking off Grimeboss and destroying his prospects of winning this free-for-all for the money. No bueno. And the drop by Underground, not very successful. We have empty dropships because Sziky had dropped on the island. Underground seems to have done it, taken out Gag by himself. Gag has no more resources. I believe he has lost. And Lucky Noob continues to expand. The issue though is he has very little space to build structures. Big attack from Lana. Good combination of mutas and Hydralis with 2-2 upgrades now. Cryoc getting hit from the right. Oh, he's got a bunch of tanks though. And they got +2 attack. I think he's going to be able to clean this up or do a lot of damage at least. And Gag has been taken out by Underground. Well done.
No GG though.
No GG from Gag. I don't know if GG is customary in free-for-alls, but Sziky doing some damage with his drop. And now with his flying units.
Is Dreamer still pushing, or is he going to try to discover Lucky Noob's bases?
Dreamer has been lost templed by Grimeboss up here. This was a fact of life. Playing like goddamn Forsaken map. Nice storms. Arbiter is going to give some vision. But Grimeboss did a lot of damage here. This was purely payback.
I like how he even took the time to build turrets.
Yeah, prevents you from dropping up there. Sometimes people accuse Dreamer of Grimeboss of allying up in free-for-alls. So they really went at each other in that game. Cryoc looks like he...
Underground's doing a push too.
A lot of movement from Underground. Moving along. And Cryoc has given up, yes. Lana has broken Cryoc. And Lucky Noob, I'd say. And now Underground is going to take out Dreamer's expansion. Is Lucky Noob safe? Lucky Noob's cannon is attracting unwanted attention. He's gonna have to be careful. Got a pretty nice scout count. Just in case all his bases are lost, Lucky Noob has made a pylon in a random spot of the map. He wants to stay in the game. Why, I don't know. Maybe everyone will leave and he will be the winner. That's my guess.
That's some shenanigan tactics.
Sounds like Lucky Noob and FFA philosophy. Dreamer unfortunately losing his expansions. And he's being turtled in. Or contained by Grimeboss. Eventually Grimeboss is going to get so big along with Underground that they're going to bump into each other. Lana overstretching himself, I believe. I do like how he's expanding. I think he could probably do more to expand. There's several expansions around him.
Grimeboss has hit the supply limit, so he's stuck.
And he's hit the upgrade limit as well. Sziky's doing good with these raids. Nice little turtling over here. Very hard to break. Did that at all his expansions. He's taking the island now. Dreamer is losing his expansion. Doesn't really have the resources to take more. I think at this point Dreamer should be very careful with his units and use them wisely. Maybe do a probe transfer here to a new base. Oh, this is very nice by Sziky. I mean, it's hard to engage So many tanks and raids. Lucky Noob has made some DTs and Templars for protection. It's pretty smart. I think it's very hard to break into these little pockets in the center of the map. Nobody's really paying attention to them either. They could be tanked pretty easily.
I'm wondering what Grimeboss is doing with his 200 APM and max supply.
He's slowly trying to take over the whole map. Okay, so we're seeing Grimeboss getting attacked by Dreamer. Nice status. But he's got his tank spread out, man. He's got a lot of Goliaths. I think he's gonna hold. Dreamer should be backing away. He's throwing away his army units at that point. Mass Queens might be very effective with Broodlings.
Or with Infested Terran. Hoping to see
Ooh.
some of those.
I don't think this is Alana from our Discord who's like E or F rank. It seems like a different Lana. He's doing well. He just broke Sziky's little army troops out there.
I think Lucky Noob lost one of his bases.
I think he did. Yeah, Dreamer recalled in there. And Lucky Noob is doing some damage with his scouts. He also has an Arbiter. So these scouts aren't cloaked until now. You're wrong, my friends. He did not lose his base. Still hanging in there. Sziky is getting some revenge on Lana. Lucky Noob almost tried to save his scout. Unsuccessful. I think Grimeboss's strategy is just to slowly move out with tanks and Goliaths, taking over the map. Nice EMP on the Queens. And now we got BCs from Sziky. Very nice. I don't know why Dreamer keeps engaging with Grimeboss. I feel like his goal should be to saturate his expansions. He should be mining gas from here. And just continuously expanding and holding.
Or go after like Lana, who's right below him.
Somebody who doesn't have tanks. Yeah, I totally agree.
Knock him out.
This is really nice by Underground. I mean, he hasn't been passive this whole free-for-all. He took out Gag. He's throwing down swarms. Nicely played. Sziky trying to grab an expansion over here. Battle cruisers are kicking some ass. Underground is just relentlessly attacking. It's gonna need Swarm. Yeah, he might break this. Keep sending. Sziky is like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna take over with my BCs. Lucky Noob, what's his plan? He's got 5,000 resources. Somehow he has 100 supply. Yeah, it's mostly his Templars. Scouts, some DTs. Good for defense. But not exactly I'm gonna win this. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Lucky Noob. A random what from Lucky Noob? Maybe just to say I'm still in this. Ooh, Sziky lost his battle cruisers. Lana and Underground have been really impressive. Like, they've been making a lot of Zerg units and attacking. This was quite nice. Oh, Dreamer, no, not like this. Dreamer really has it out for Grimeboss. Like, I don't think he wants to go anywhere else, but up to where Grimeboss is. Sziky trying to secure his expansion. Lana still has some places that he could expand nearby. Lucky Noob survived and thrived. 3 minutes in. Still here. He has the lowest supply, but not that much lower than Lana.
I'm surprised he pulled out like 120 supply.
Out of those 3 little pockets, yeah.
So I see I came just in time to be half hour into the free-for-all.
Yes, which isn't even a quarter of the whole game, probably.
I mean, yeah, free-for-alls on maps this big, I'm not sure I would want to sit through the whole thing, to be honest.
So it's Raiders of Lost Temple. There's a bunch of cliffs and islands like Lost Temple, and we've seen some pretty...
It's like Lost Temple, but with Raiders.
Exactly. And you know what? Lucky Noob has been raiding. He was the first to die off very quickly. Is that his shuttle? Oh my god. Are you gonna lose it, Lucky Noob? No, man.
Except he's not dead, he's still got stuff.
I can't believe we
shuttle.
So we see Lucky Noob has been making DTs at Lana's old base, but this is actually Lucky Noob's old base. He's just trying to reclaim it. What's this shenanigan over here? Hallucinated scout. No idea what that's supposed to accomplish.
It's supposed to scout.
But let's just
Scout
follow
for
it.
cheap.
Exactly, it's in the name. Scout.
He has 6,000 resources. Might as well just send a real scout.
Nah, that's a waste of money.
Especially when he's about to mine out some of his bases.
You know what? I feel like he probably does think it's a waste of money. He's been in this situation many times before. He knows that having this many resources is misleading, and that you need to nickel and dime your way through the end of this. Grimeboss relentlessly being attacked by... I mean, like, the MVP prize so far, it goes to the Zergs. They've just been attacking nonstop. It might go to Lucky Noob a bit. It might go to Grimeboss too. He's been holding a lot of attacks. It should probably go to Dreamer.
Literally anyone in this lobby.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody's been, like, really super aggressive. There hasn't been one passive player.
One guy with 0 supply who's dead, you
know. Gag was aggressive, but he got killed by Underground, who basically contained him inside his base and starved him out. Pretty Pretty gruesome. Lucky Noob was right. This was a great free-for-all, which we haven't casted for weeks. I don't know what Lucky Noob's plan is, though. He's sending some DTs. That's what his plan is, apparently. And he's making a Dark Archon.
Let's see that mind control.
Oh, he will steal a drone, we're told. Perhaps.
Well, he's just lurking right outside.
Oh, look
the
at this. Lana just spots it immediately. So, Lana is the person responsible for taking Lucky Noob's old base, which is all this. And this is a little revenge from him, I suppose. And Dreamer's going for it, man. Even though attacking this area has failed 1,000 times, Dreamer's like, you know, maybe the 1,002nd time.
It looks like you might actually just break
At
it.
what cost, though, man? Grimeboss doesn't have many resources.
You just gotta send the message, you know?
Oh my god, Dreamer has 10,000 minerals. Okay, so this is why he's just been throwing his units away. So I think Grimeboss is really pissed off right now because his prospects of winning this money are pretty low. And that makes me very happy.
That Grimeboss is pissed off, or that he won't win the money, probably.
Both of them.
Yeah. You're just like, yes, yes, harness your anger.
Well, he messages me if he ever loses a show match or something and swears a lot and calls his opponents noobs and then asks for another show match immediately afterwards. Oh my god, we got a confrontation between Sziky and Lucky Noob. Lucky Noob's not doing bad. Oh, look at that. I mean, the cool thing about 8-man free-for-alls is you can have like so many different people streaming casted and they're gonna capture different things. I'm sure I've missed all kinds of battles. I apologize.
Well, I mean, it's impossible when there's like this many people with this much supply of army on the map, and like you just look at the mini map and it's like it's hard to get everything.
At the end of a stream event, yeah, and I'm a horrible observer, but I'm glad I've caught Lucky Noob's shenanigans. And this is looking terrific. Let's get rid of the resource bar. Okay.
Is that supposed to make it more cinematic? Because it's not like it covers up any of the army.
It's like 25% of the screen.
Not even that.
Oh, we got a recall into Grimeboss's base. He's tilted right now. And he is floating his factories away. How many resources does he have? He has so little, he can't even...
I mean, imagine complaining about losing in a free-for-all, like...
Don't have to imagine it, I have to hear about it. So this was really funny. Grimeboss had colonized Dreamer's cliff, but Dreamer broke out of it. Lucky Noob, what are you doing, my friend? Got 6,500 minerals. And we missed Lucky Noob, who stole a drone and has made a hatchery. Big shout out to Shadow TQ for observing with me and helping me spot things that I'm not spotting. I believe Lucky Noob's main race is Zerg, so he might have some interesting things in store. Lana is out of minerals. Got a lot of mineralists. What are the upgrades like? 3-3. Grimeboss refusing to leave. Dreamer at 13,000. And about to bust. There's 2 confrontations. Or at least 1. Grimeboss's remaining expansion is under threat, and it looks like Dreamer did it at last.
His dreams have come true.
Yeah, it must be a pretty sweet feeling killing Grimeboss, because he's a really good player, man. He's played in all the free-for-alls. So has Dreamer.
Wish I had played in this free-for-all, but...
Somehow Lucky Noob and, well, I thought Lana was from our Discord, but I think it's a much better player, unless I'm wrong.
I don't know if it's the same Lana that I'm thinking of.
Right. The Cannon Rusher on Bad Map.
Yeah. Well, I also had played Lana before in RSL.
He played Protoss, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is someone
basically.
else. Because this Zerg has been phenomenal throughout this game.
Yeah.
So I thought an F ranker snuck his way into this free-for-all somehow. But just Lucky Noob, pretty much.
Yeah.
Not sure what he's planning to do with this hatchery, and...
Well, free-for-all changes things a lot, you know?
What's really funny about Lucky Noob is how he's managed to survive and go undetected by everyone around him. Like, it's not like 2 or 3 people left and he wasn't surrounded by anyone. He actually maneuvered around the map with his shuttle and probe and managed to kind of like get these expansions. And even like got over here.
It's a massive map and people have their focus elsewhere. You can sometimes get lucky and go undetected, you know?
I think that's what happened. Because when you got a shuttle that's flying, it can get sniped down. You're basically going over territories you have no idea.
Don't I know that one? Like the last free-for-all I played in, where I was basically losing a base, expanding elsewhere, losing the last base, expanding elsewhere, and then I just never got anything up after moving for like 30 minutes.
That sounds like a character free-for-all.
Yeah, it's the one where character doesn't get to do anything.
So this is nice by Lana. The Terran is Sziky, a fan of free-for-alls, not a prude, who only plays melee games. What are we doing? Now we're gonna, I guess, see Underground and Dreamer go at it. Grimeboss, still in the game. He's floating his command center with Dreams.
Well, he's expanding elsewhere.
Oh my god, are you seriously going to mine these?
Yeah.
Alright, so I think you're not gonna pick them up, are you? Oh dear god, Grimeboss.
Yeah.
He's going to slowly mine these mineral patches, which aren't even full.
Dropship Mining Co.
I think we need to kind of watch this happen. I know there's a lot of exciting things going on, but this needs to be documented. He's not, is he?
For sure. Yeah, he's just
Oh my
drop him, return him, rinse, repeat.
Yes, yeah.
Well, he's got enough to drop another CC.
Oh my god, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's got a Goliath in there for protection, I feel.
Well, you know, you need armed guards, you know? It's a dangerous world out there. On, Raiders of the Lost Temple.
Taking up to the lair.
The mini-map is dark and full of horrors.
How is Lucky Noobs alive here? I just don't understand why no one is killing this man. Finally, some Guardians have spotted his base. And he's got a bunch of scouts. Oh, he's gonna lose a bunch of queens. This is unfortunate. Because he's like, holy fuck, somebody made 1,000 scouts. Who would make 1,000 scouts?
Me.
Lucky Noob and character.
But
and apparently
literally-
scouts can target lurkers underneath swarm.
Yeah, but every time I make 1,000 scouts, they just like go to any Zerg's base, and there's like 1,000 Hydras anyway, and they can't do anything. So you just gotta turn around.
So this would be Grimeboss's new strategy is long distance mining for,
Yeah.
I don't know, 4 Goliaths. Lucky Noob getting ballsy and going out on the map with the scouts. Got quite a bit of resources. Underground sees fresh mineral patches and wants a piece of that. I don't think Lucky Noob is going to be able to hang on to this base. Hasn't teched up anymore.
But, you know, maybe if you use some of that 4,000 minerals to build a bunch of cannons.
And
Maybe.
well, you know what? This was another base that Lucky Noob could have taken, but he didn't. Sziky is still mining. Is Lucky Noob gonna lose the scouts? Can't afford to.
He's gonna lose it.
Lost everything.
But what did it cost?
What was he doing at this moment, though? He only has 3 bases, really no space to make anything. He's not doing anything down here.
Just being annoying with the scouts, I guess.
I had no indication that he was using any other units. Like, now I can see that he moved his Arbiter. I think right now he's asking himself, where are my scouts? Grimeboss has enough minerals now for not even a refinery.
Never tell him the odds.
Not sure what he's planning to accomplish there with his third world mineral patches.
It's okay. All his opponents are noobs. He'll use this lack like barely any resources and kill them all anyway.
I don't know what he's doing. He floated his factories to his island. No idea what the long-term game plan is. Lucky Noob has a bunch of like Templars. He's not harassing with them. I think he's like, I'm just gonna wait this out and see. Grimeboss probably giving out some information about other players. Dreamer with 10,000 resources.
I mean, not only that, he's the only one who's maxed out right now.
Yeah, you're right. Lana somehow has a shit ton of units.
Also, just as a fun fact, is the person with the most APM right now.
Lucky Noob, I know you formed some sort of alliance with Lana. There's no way that he just lets you survive here.
Maybe he's just a very lucky noob.
I didn't Like, he didn't send out any messages unless he was, like, privately messaging Lana and begging for mercy. Which is probably something Lucky Noob would do, I think.
I mean, if they're already allied, then maybe they've been allied. Maybe they've been allied for a while.
It's hard to tell. If there was a sunken here and it wasn't attacking, I have confirmation. What we see here is the Grimeboss method of long-distance mining.
This is basically me when I've already lost a game. Like, Grimeboss is me right now when I play free-for-alls.
This is
I'm,
you?
like, dead. Yeah, so...
Where is he going now?
Back to his main.
Look, for the past 20 minutes he's been mining, look how much he collected.
Like, there was one map where, one game where I was basically dead, and I was at the, like, 6 o'clock part of the map, and I was long distance mining probes all the way up the, like, north side of the map, all the way to the top of the map. I was mining minerals, like, long distance, just to make a nexus.
Just... Okay, so Grimeboss asking everyone to attack Sziky. Grimeboss, by the way, was supposed to play Sziky in a show match. He lost one game and never finished that show match. And for the past 2 months, he keeps telling me, we will play, we will play. I think I gave Sziky his prize for that one. But I hate Grimeboss for that. Look at what Grimeboss is doing. He's co-mining this base here with... Is this underground? I think so.
I mean, maybe he's just doing it for the entertainment value, in which case, mission accomplished, because you're paying attention to it.
It doesn't seem like that's something he would do, no. He'll finish the show match in 2 minutes just to win the money.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people would do that. They're like, well, there's money on the line. If I can win cheesing, I will cheese.
I told him that famous line from Gladiator, like, win the crowd and you win Rome. But I was like, you need to win over the viewers. And he's like, that doesn't bring me any money. Winning the game brings me money.
He's got a point. And also, you know, maybe you need, like, the villains, you know? You need the heels. You need people to defeat...
I think you guys are giving him too much credit.
Listen. No.
Have you seen his rap video?
He has a rap video.
Okay, yeah, I'm sending it to you right now.
Seriously though, you gotta have the heels. You can't have only the faces, you know?
That was Grimeboss's music video. I apologize. I just want to message it to character so he knows who we're talking about. He has several rap videos. You can look him up on YouTube under the name Grimeboss.
I like how we're basically promoting him.
And he has music videos, like they're not just audio. He has aspirations to be a rapper. Nice parasites. From underground. Sziky with tanks, and that must be Lucky Noob's hallucination. Trying to get some vision of the map. I'm guessing Lucky Noob begged everyone to give him vision, and everyone ignored him. As they should.
Should get him to write a rap for Team Quick.
I did already ask him, yes.
You actually did ask him?
Yeah, he does nothing for other people. If there's something in it for him...
Well, I mean...
So he has a price. I'm not gonna pay for a Team Think Quick Grimeboss rap video, okay? It's probably gonna be insulting too, like...
I mean, if I did it, would fucking suck or be cringy as hell. I'd do it for free, but it would suck, so it's no point.
I've tried really hard to turn Grimeboss into a different person. I thought deep down inside every human being, there's some goodness there. I'm not sure about Grimeboss.
Nah, deep down inside everyone, there's a Grimeboss. There's
I don't know. We're dealing with something different. Like, he's been around for 5 months, and I've had many exchanges with him. I don't think he can ever reform. So there's a recall. I guess streamer went back to his base with the recall.
deep
Oh
down.
no, he recalled into Lucky Noob's base.
Deep down inside everyone, there's a lucky noob and a Grimeboss.
No, that's another personality you won't find. So I'm not sure why Dreamer is trying to take out Lucky Noob. Maybe because he's like, I gotta kill this guy eventually, but it seems like a waste of units and a waste of time. Meanwhile, Lucky Noob has somehow made an infested command center?
Yeah, with the
Lana has left the game. What the hell happened, guys?
it's looking like Dreamer's gonna win this one. He's got the biggest bank. He's got the most supply. He's got the most workers. Like, well, mostly. No, wait, not mostly. Yeah, he does have the most workers.
Watch out for Grimeboss over here. It's SCVs.
Hey, look, he made an army. Where did that come from?
You're right. Came from the 300 minerals. I guess he mined it out. He's floating his command center around looking for.
He's gonna
minerals.
use his last breath to go kill someone who's already dead. That's what I would do. Or he's gonna walk into Dreamer's army and lose everything.
Underground doesn't even have enough minerals to make a hatchery here. And I guess it could be targeted by Sziky.
I like how Grimeboss's army and Dreamer's aren't like part of Dreamer's army aren't not that far apart, but they're oh, that's his base. Never mind. That's
Yeah,
what I get for assuming everything that's green on the minimap is army.
Dreamer's army.
I didn't realize there was a base there. I just assumed it was his army.
I'm really impressed by all the players in this free-for-all. Shadow TQ giving away the length of the game.
I mean, if it's 60%, someone has got to come back and have enough time to like build stuff up. I
Shadow
feel like-
TQ, if you're listening to this, stop texting in the game. Get your ass inside the voice channel in CoCast, like all you TQ members were supposed to when I started this thing. None of you have. 0. Well, why you suck sometimes. I'm sorry, character, I cut you off.
Was I saying something? I don't even remember.
Oh my god, so many scouts from Lucky Noob. What's going on with his infested command center? So he's got... Is he gonna make some...
Infested Terrans?
Yeah, he needs overlords, right? He's got overlords. He can make overlords.
he also needs the minerals to make the infested Terrans, and he has like no mining. Like, look how
Oh,
slowly
my God.
his... And infested Terrans aren't cheap, like...
I wonder if we missed it. Like, he made them and I just never... I don't
Well-
think so.
Exactly as I predicted. Grimeboss just runs his army into Dreamer's army and just loses everything.
He's microing the shit out of the 5 remaining Goliaths he has, though. Look at him go.
Is it microing or is it clicking?
Running away.
Running away. And then the Zealots just decide it's not worth it, even though they were about to be backed into a corner.
I think he's just trying to destroy the prospects of Dreamer winning as much as he can. Maybe snipe off some Templars.
It's not gonna happen, man. Like,
it's not a good idea because when I pay Grimeboss, I gotta do it through Dreamer. And I'm surprised Dreamer passes that money on to Grimeboss. I wouldn't personally.
Maybe it's a 50-50 deal.
Knowing Grimeboss, never. It's not even like, here's a dollar.
He just tells him this is how much it was, but he keeps half of it.
I feel like Lucky Noob is content just to stay in a free-for-all for like 10 hours. Hoping other people just leave.
He's still got a lot of supply. Like, he's got 119 supply, and 10 of that is workers. Like, he's got, like...
Oh, here's the infamous shuttle with the probe. Surrounded by danger.
And 9 army supply, so... Just, you know... It's hard to get anymore when, you've got, like, no income.
Lucky Noob has taken over some Terran infrastructure here. Grimeboss has officially left the game, ladies and gentlemen, at the 1 hour mark. Why? I think somebody probably knocked on his door and said, hey, let's get trashed. Okay.
No, I think he's got more raps to write, probably.
Should play his music video after this. I'm worried he would sue me. Copyright infringement. Dreamer going for it. I think it's smart he made a bunch of Archons, but he's pretty much killed his gas bank. And he takes it from Sziky.
Ooh, Dreamer? The one with the second biggest gas bank? Well, third, actually. But doesn't matter because Grimeboss. Well, the Grimeboss is dead, so that doesn't matter. Second biggest.
You know what? I kind of miss that guy. And that dropship.
Why? Just so he could, you know, long distance mine some more?
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of the game.
So you can watch his army die again?
He made like 4 Goliaths after 30 minutes of mining.
Well, I mean, at least he's persistent, you know?
I like the evolution of his strategy too. First it was, I'm going to pick up a bunch of SCVs back and forth, and then it was like, I'm going to float my command center near.
Well, at first he didn't have... I don't know. Maybe it's because he had almost 400 minerals, and command centers float so slow, so he figured he'd make a trip first.
And he parked his command center at the Nat, and he was actually mining from... Man, look at this Lost Temple tanking here. Really brings back memories.
Well, it does have Lost Temples in the Lost Temple in the title, so...
It's so funny how this was such a common thing, like almost in every TVP, and you just don't see it anymore.
And right now we get to watch a few tanks shell at Nexus, just like the old days.
Yeah, let's watch. Let's watch these tanks shell at Nexus. I mean, tank drops used to be a thing. You would never drop really vultures, what I can remember. You drop 2 tanks, you siege them, and try to hit the probes.
Yeah. It just brings back memories. You losing that one game to be recruited.
There's that part of it, and the other part is like, well, there are people who like played this hours and hours. Didn't they just kind of like compare, you know, what if I dropped 4 vultures that have mines? Is that going to be more effective? Because I don't think it was the maps back then that really dictated tank drop. Might be wrong about that. But it's like, oh, lucky noob with this hallucinations.
Yeah, but you can't, like, you don't have ground units that can get to it, and when there's high ground, like, there's the mischance, so, like, if you're just shooting up at a bunch of tanks, it's, like, even if it's vultures, I think it, like, the map definitely would dictate tank drops.
Alright, so Lucky Noob hallucinated some zealots, and he just sent them out. And then he PM'd Dreamers everywhere. I thought he was like pretending to be Dreamer with those hallucinated zealots to give the impression that Dreamer has a lot of units, but maybe that's not what he meant. He literally meant that Dreamer is gonna win this and we need to team up against him. Lucky Noob doing some mining here.
Some very long distance mining.
Making
SDBs mining from a hatchery. Not something you see every day.
I love Lucky Noob's APM. It doesn't move at a really fast rate. It just kind of goes like 64, 63.
I mean,
61.
I doubt there's a lot for him to do at the moment.
It's been like that the whole game.
Yeah. Oh, well, fair enough.
And it's actually going down now very slowly. Alright, Dreamer taking out Sziky. Nicely done. Underground trying to get a piece of this action here. So we've reached a point where I think all the minerals are more or less gone. Units are a little over 100 supply for 2 players. Everyone's kind of exhausted. They probably forgot why they're playing this free-for-all. Nuclear silo being made by Lucky Noob.
I mean, gotta make it a show. You gotta bring the fireworks.
Well, I think it might be really effective too on a huge map like this.
Imagine trying to figure out where the red dot is.
Yeah. I guess he has... Yeah, he's got a ghost. You know what? He's got dropships. He's got everything he needs at Cryoc's base. He could just mind control, right? Wherever his Dark Archon is or was. Don't know why he's attacking his own larva.
No clue.
Dreamer's out of resources, man. This is pretty close. He's tied with Lucky Noob now.
Yeah. But what is the majority of Lucky Noob's army? Wasn't it like mostly scouts?
He's got Templar scouts and DTs. He's making nukes. Oh, these hallucinations are from Dreamer, maybe not. No, they're from Lucky Noob. He's doing something with his Templar energy. Getting some scouting done, probably figuring out where he could nuke. So he can see where the mining bases are. You could see Sziky and Dreamer have been fighting, are probably worn out.
Dude, imagine if Lucky Noob wins this from how it started for him.
Here's Lucky Noob.
Also, I changed an APM, by the way.
It's going up.
Well, was
He's
it
being
like
very careful right now. Do you see him hiding behind the shrub?
No. See who hiding behind the shrub?
So he's doing some scouting with his Hydralis before he's moving his ghost. This is all well thought out and executed.
Yeah.
And then we suddenly see the ghost just die.
Wouldn't it be funny if the ghost got a nuke off on Dreamer's army?
So he's not attacking anything, which would alert. Okay, so he just attacked the command center. That's gonna alert Sziky. He's not, I don't think, gonna nuke. Oh, he is. Yeah?
You might just nuke all these tanks.
I mean, he really doesn't have. What do you nuke? Oh, Dreamer?
Maybe he's just, you know, deciding what to nuke.
You're gonna nuke Dreamer? I mean, he doesn't have any. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Lucky Noob manages to survive for an hour and 10 minutes.
He was waiting for this moment.
To mind control Cryoc's units.
And he gets the nuke off. Amazing. How many nukes does he have? Just the one?
He's not remaking it. And he's gonna slowly kill that Nexus off. It's interesting that he chose Dreamer and not. Oh, Dreamer's gonna lose his.
And
I wonder if that was hosting. Lucky Noob is coming out on the attack.
I don't know about this one though.
I thought he was intentionally leaving Sziky away. I think he has big aspirations to take over this base.
Well, I guess there's only 3 Goliaths.
He has no observer. This Wraith is going to kill his entire army. He's taking care of the tanks.
The Goliaths are coming back though. What?
This is perfect opportunity for Dreamer to come in and clean this up. Underground with his queens. At 73 resources.
They just show up and they're like, oh wait, wrong door.
This is a classic case of we have no resources, yet somehow we want to win.
Yeah, like earlier in that game, I thought for sure the Dreamer was just gonna win it by like looking at the situation, but now it doesn't look so clear. It looks like it's either gonna be Dreamer or Lucky Noob.
There are 2 expansions left. Some minerals left here. The entire map has been mined out. This is as big of a map as you can make it, right?
The limit is like 256 by 256, right?
Ah, this must be a 256 by 256 map. Map is called Raiders of Lost Temple by UMS and free-for-all veteran mapmaker Excalibur. Big shout out to him. He's been active for a very long time and knows the Brood War mapmaking community like the back of his hand. And we got a recall. Dreamer has enough to make a Nexus.
Yeah, I just checked. It's 256 by 256.
Thank you. A huge army of Zealots that do 0 damage here.
No,
From
but they
Lucky
definitely
Noob.
look threatening.
Yeah. Dude. I think it's probably intended to throw Sziky off.
Just make it look like he has way more stuff than he has.
What color does it show up as? Lucky Noob's color?
I mean, it should, right?
Yeah, it wouldn't be green, so Sziky could probably tell it's just Lucky Noob's hallucinations. Not sure where our command center with the nuclear silo went. Okay, so let's follow this arbiter because Lucky Noob is using all his APM. Microing it. And he's just gonna stop there. At this point in the game, I'm not sure what we're looking at anymore. But there is a prize. I think each player is interested in winning that prize. Especially because Grimeboss is no longer here. And they've worked very hard to get to this point. We have Sziky, who looks like he has a promising future. If he could continue mining.
I mean, with like the other supplies of Lucky Noobs and Dreamer's army on the map, if they just keep showing up at his base, he's never going to be able to mine.
Good point. Sziky does only have 25 supply. I found where Lucky Noob lifted his command center.
It's like earlier we saw SCVs mining from a hatchery, and now we see probes mining from the command center.
Lucky Noob is stalling Sziky from mining with fake Dark Templars. And that is going to throw off Underground, who should notice this is a ruse.
The DTs that do no damage every Terran stream or something. I don't know. It's just a prank, bro. It was just a prank.
This is a wonderful free-for-all game. I really appreciate everyone who played in it. I've had a lot of fun watching it. One of our favorite show matches is free-for-all. Sure.
Apparently Grimeboss is ready. Hard FFA.
Sziky's next strategy is just to float his buildings across the map.
I think he thinks there's like nothing he can do anymore, so he's just like, whatever. Like, he's not mining.
Oh my god. His command center was infested.
Yep.
By Underground. A real MVP in this freefall. Oh, a recall up on the cliff.
The Dragoons are like, get me down from here.
Lucky Noob has recalled some units for backup. The Great Sziky has left the free-for-all at the 1 hour and 18-minute mark. Who remains? We have Dreamer as the green Protoss. We have Underground as the black Zerg. And Lucky Noob somehow has managed to survive all this time, undetected. Oh, the storms are gonna kill off the major units that Underground had. Nice Plague. Dreamer with 1200 resources, 400 gas, 74 supply, underground, dead broke in minerals, rich and wealthy in gas, 21 supply however. For some reason, Lucky Noob became the second contender.
Well, they all just left him alone for long enough. You can never count out a Lucky Noob.
Yeah, I think he's also really good at sort of like surviving like a cockroach, going undetected. And just being hard to get rid of, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think a cockroach is a very good nickname.
Wouldn't be hard to get rid of if you just marched your army over there when he was almost dead. But, you know, like I said, it has to do with everyone ignoring him. And now he's the most powerful person on the map, I think.
He lost his base for some reason. And Dreamer is trying to expand. And he's mining. You know what? This wasn't guaranteed to Dreamer. There was a point where his resources was low. And I think it could have went like to Sziky's favor. It's just that Dreamer's able to accumulate a lot of resources before and grab these ones now.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the advantage now because he's got this base in the middle. And he's mining the most.
Underground has, I believe, 2 Hydralisks that he's transporting around.
Overground.
Very nice.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lucky Noob still has some units that he can make use of. I feel like this Dark Archon of his wasn't utilized properly, or has he been mind controlling stuff? Maybe he has, because it doesn't have full energy.
I'm pretty sure he has, because, like, I saw probes, like, mining from a command center, and I saw SCVs mining from a hatchery.
Yeah, I didn't know this was possible.
And now there's probes mining from that hatchery long distance. So he's definitely been using it, but
he just used it again. It had 170 energy. I don't know on what. He's making another nuke.
He's making another nuke. This is what we want to see.
What did you mind control?
Pretty sure Lucky Noob is actually just one of the Shadow Masters. Like, on this map.
Drop ship to the left. So, of his refinery? One of these is the answers. Shadow, why don't you just come and cast with us, okay? Yeah, he's saying one of these he had. I mean, they all have the color of Cryoc, so it's hard to tell. Is Underground still in this game? I think he is.
Is he though? He hasn't been mining. Like, if he hasn't left the game yet, sure, he's still technically in, but I think...
Yeah, it might be one of those things like, I'll just go AFK and maybe I'll be the last surviving member.
Or you just ask someone to give vision so you can spectate.
Like, someone would have to destroy all his buildings to technically win. Send me the replay and be like, yeah, I won this. You can't, like, Dreamer right now, if Lucky Noob leaves or he dies, and it's just Dreamer and Underground, and Dreamer just leaves the game, technically he's not the winner. It would be Underground. So it might be one of those Lucky Noob type strategies, where you just want to be annoying, unkillable, Like, imagine making secret. Oh my god. Oh, Dreamer sees it. He doesn't have an observer either. He's got a Templar, but he has no idea where that ghost is. I like how the ghost goes back. He wants to see the destruction, because if you walk away... Well, you would still have vision from the nuke, is that right? Or no?
No, I think the nuke would wipe out your vision because you're staring at a nuke.
Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. So what's funny is Dreamer just goes back to mining like everything's normal. We're not going to invest. So where are we at? Dreamer has 99 supply, Lucky Noob has 71. Lucky Noob has a lot of good units. Templars, Scouts, Arbiter. Dark Archon has full energy. So this is what was mind control, the Shadow was saying.
The
Why would
dropship.
it? No idea why. Oh, look at this, Lucky Noob. That's major. Dreamer's trying to destroy Lucky Noob. He understands.
Well, he did poke the bear.
Oh my god, he took out his Nexus. An F rank going up against an A. I'm just joking. I think Lucky Noob's around what? C? D rank?
I don't know.
Yeah, around there.
But, like I said, like, free-for-alls change things a lot, especially when it gets down to the wire like this, where there's, like, barely any bases left on the map, and you're fighting over what's left.
Like, this was Lucky Noob's old base, and he died, and somehow with a shuttle and a probe, and this whole map was occupied by players, right? So that shuttle just sort of like flying around is in constant danger. But he managed to expand and survive. And there goes Underground. Lucky Noob is officially in second place.
Noise!
I'm just enjoying this back and forth right now. Yeah, that's quite
Yeah,
nice.
it'd be funny if you started chatting like that while he's launching a nuke somewhere.
I thought that's what he's trying to do, but it might have actually been a sincere compliment.
Can still be it can still be sincere, but then you launch the nuke anyway.
If you're watching this, there's a wonderful Discord community that's big as hell called No Hunters Free For All NH FFA. Lucky Noob has been a active member of it for a very long time. Big shout out to him and Excalibur and Greth, who cast and streams their games. Do join their Discord if you love playing free for alls.
Also, unlike the name, apparently they have played on Hunters before. I'm like,
Yeah.
they're called No Hunters.
So that's the funny thing, and you're allowed to ally and basically do anything to survive and win. Nice status. I wonder if you can time a status and a nuke. And I wonder
You
if
mean
that's
a
what he's...
stasis and a nuke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing.
I feel like you would have to count down how much is like left on the stasis, though.
Yeah, you'd have to know when it's going to disappear
I feel like
or wear off.
that would be hard to time, and you would have to like time it perfectly, basically. You're like, all right, this is how long it takes to launch a nuke, and this is how long it takes to and this is how long it's going to be till stasis wears off.
I believe that might have been their channel, Shadow. So if they did have the No Hunter free-for-all people I'm talking about, a channel, that might have been it. But they do still have a Discord community. Very active one. So, I mean, I think this is very hard for Lucky Noob. His micro is not going to be as good as Dreamer, but he's getting some pretty good storms off. Unfortunately, he got key group of units status. And he has mind control lurkers, apparently.
So what's the status report on the stasis?
We saw...
I like how he's asking bank. I feel like you should always just say, like, some stupid amount you don't have,
like he has some good units.
4K.
And the problem is he's not mining, right? And he's trying to figure out how can I take away these bases. I think dropping the lurkers on the cliff is a really good idea. You might be seeing that.
Could be.
I didn't like how he moved out his group of units there and lost them. There's quite a few Templars. He lost the Dark Archon, which is key. Like, you could keep mind controlling an Arbiter.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the Arbiter would still have full energy. This is questionable. I'm not sure what he's doing with his Arbiter here. Or with his Overlord.
He probably forgot about it. It's
Yeah.
It's very easy when the map is like this big and you just have units scattered all over the map. Like, I remember using a shuttle to expand on this one map where your main is an island. And I would keep using the shuttle, and then I'd be like, where'd my shuttle go? I can't find it anywhere, and I just make another shuttle. And I wasn't sure if it died or if it was just sitting around somewhere, but I couldn't find it, and then I found it later.
Lurkers aren't really spread out, so I think they're gonna get stormed.
Well, I mean, it's only 2 lurkers, but... yeah.
Lucky Noob trying to figure out if he can win this.
Oh, he's making infested Terrans, though. You think the infested Terrans are gonna do anything?
I think nukes and infested Terrans might have been the answer. I'm not sure if he could have, like, gotten a vessel.
I mean, there's an idea. You drive them out of the mineral line with the nuke, and then you, like, run in with the infested Terran when all the workers are clumped up.
Right. If you can get a
There's an
vessel
idea.
and use defensive matrix.
Wait. Oh, it blew up on the DT.
And his infested command center.
Welcome. Oh, he left. As I was about to welcome him.
Did someone join?
They did, and then they left instantly.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I think Dreamers just got this one in the bag. I'm not sure that there's anything Lucky Noob can do at this point.
This was a good game, my friend. Even by
FFA standards.
All on Excalibur's map, Raiders of Lost Temple. A lot of good feedback about that map. And Epica by Lancet. Players enjoyed that a lot.
I had an idea for a free-for-all map, and I have like this like super rough thing in the editor, but I'll probably never finish it.
I like how Lucky Noob gave the impression that he's just admitting defeat and congratulating Dreamer, but he's like, nah,
What?
I'm just gonna stay in this game for 30 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. He's like, he knows it's over, but let me just stay in a little bit longer.
I like this pylon, like this was his plan B. If all is lost, I have this pylon here. And it would probably take Dreamer like hours to find it.
I don't know about hours, but
I'm exaggerating, but it'd be ridiculously long and a very stupid thing to do.
well,
To look
I
for
was
a
gonna say days actually, but you know.
So Dreamer realizes Lucky Noob has nothing, and he's not leaving the game. So he's literally just trying to kill all the buildings that are left. I think your units automatically attack neutral buildings of players who've already left. So it wouldn't make sense to manually look for Lucky Noob's buildings and just attack everything in the way, maybe? Oh no, he's just gonna go to 6 o'clock. Lucky Noob realizes that, and he taps out. We have
GG.
the winner of the free-for-all, Dreamer. Oh my god. I've aged so much watching this.
Yeah, it was almost like, you know, it's been almost a decade since Grimeboss dropped that racket.
I feel like I have so many memories in this free-for-all. There were so many moments, yeah. One of them was free-for-all, Grimeboss's long-distance mining. Funny. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And you hate Lucky Noob as much as I do. Lucky Noob is from Bulgaria, I believe. An active Discord community pest. Find him everywhere. Especially in the FFA Discord. Also in the Foreign Brood War Discord community, in a very inappropriate, filthy channel. I think it's just the general chat, which I've been trying to get closed down for a long time. Oh, Grimeboss has been in the chat. Big shout out to him. He came to the chat apparently to organize a free-for-all. And Dreamer was around as well.